What if one choice could change everything for a family? What if a crippled boy's request for a pet led to unbelievable results? Can you foresee the unexpected twist that will test everyone's assumptions? Get ready for a surprising and joyful adventure as we learn of the remarkable tale of what occurs next. The struggle of Tim and Robin. Tim and Robin, a caring and optimistic couple, had always envisioned themselves as the proud parents of a big, happy, boisterous family filled with laughter and smiles. They dreamed of having a large family, complete with a variety of children, animals, and other valued belongings, all living under one roof. But fate had other plans for them, and they unexpectedly ran into fertility issues that tested their patience and resilience. Tim and Robin refused to give up on their dream despite the emotional roller coaster that they were going through. During the difficult moments, they looked for assistance from physicians and leaned on each other and on themselves for strength. After suffering through the ups and downs of their journey, they were ultimately rewarded with the birth of 2 lovely daughters at the end of it all. Their long-awaited family was finally starting to take shape, and they embraced the role of parents with an enormous amount of love and care. Their children brought unending joy into their lives and helped them realize their dream of having a loving family, even though it manifested itself in a distinct manner from what they had originally envisioned. Their pregnancy. The couple was taken aback when they discovered they were expecting a baby boy naturally, and they chose to name Clark to affectionately honor their new bundle of joy. Nonetheless, the happy occasion took an unexpected and unfortunate turn with the delivery of Clark, when he experienced partial paralysis. As the parents prepared to confront the challenges that lay ahead, their emotions were filled not only with excitement, but also concern. As Clark grew older, his mother and father continued to shower him with their unending love and care. They looked for the most effective medical care and treatment options to aid him in coping with his illness and realizing his full potential. Clark's enthusiasm remained unconquerable despite the challenges, and he commanded the attention of everyone in the room with his contagious grin and radiant smile. The family was encouraged to embrace the unpredictability of life and to treasure each achievement as they saw Clark make progress with each passing day. They banded together to build a close-knit support system, assisting one another through the highs and lows that came with the territory of raising a child with special needs. Despite everything that happened, Clark's parents never lost hope and were always thankful for the extraordinary gift that was their son. As Clark grew older, he had to fight an uphill struggle that left his doctors baffled and unable to recommend a treatment that might improve his health. While his sisters were successful in the things that they participated in, Clark was forced to contend with constraints that differentiated him from them. Every day, he was forced to face the difficult reality that he was in. Clark was unable to keep up with the active lives of his sisters despite his unshakable effort. Nonetheless, his physical limitations prevented him from doing so. Seeing people reveling in their participation in various sports and other social activities served only to heighten his feelings of alienation and annoyance. Clark's condition made it increasingly impossible to bridge the gap and allow him to participate in their excursions despite his desire to do so. Despite this, Clark's tough willpower did not allow himself to be defeated by the challenges he faced. Instead of concentrating on the things he couldn't do, he honed attention on the things he could do well, like pursuing his interest in painting and music. He discovered consolation and a way to interact with the world on his own terms through creative expression, which in turn made him an inspiration to people who were in his immediate environment. Clark's indomitable spirit demonstrated that strength and fulfillment can be discovered in unexpected places, despite the fact that medical assistance was unable to provide a cure for his condition. Animal therapy. Clark encountered an unusual recommendation when he went to a neurologist for advice regarding his problem. The neurologist suggested that Clark try acupuncture. After taking into consideration Clark's predicament and the difficulties he faced, the neurologist suggested that Clark participate in animal therapy in order to receive support and companionship. In particular, the doctor suggested the possibility of acquiring a canine friend for Clark, either a Labrador or a Chow Chow, depending on Clark's preferences. The physician emphasized the potential healing effects that Clark's interactions with the dog could have on his life. These breeds, with their devoted and loving personalities, have the potential to provide emotional support and help alleviate feelings of tension and worry. In addition, the duty of looking after a pet would encourage a defined routine, which could be of assistance in the management of Clark's medical condition. Clark, who was excited by the thought of having a 4-legged friend, started doing research on the breeds that were proposed. He was hoping to find a trustworthy and affectionate friend who would accompany him on his road toward good health and happiness. Labrador in the family. They gave their new dog, a Labrador named Lucy, to Clark, and to their surprise, he found that interacting with her helped him greatly improve. At first, Clark was apprehensive about adding a new pet to their lives. He was uncertain about the duties that came along with owning a dog, which may have contributed to his reluctance. On the other hand, as soon as Lucy rushed into their house with boundless enthusiasm and affection, Clark couldn't help but be captivated by her contagious energy. Their bond became even more profound with each passing day. Clark's inner child surfaced when he was around Lucy because of her carefree spirit, which he had repressed for a long time. He rediscovered the happiness that may be found in life's simplest pleasures and in focusing on the here and now by playing fetch with his dog and taking long walks in the park. The psychological advantages of having Lucy around inspired Clark to develop his self-control and become more orderly. Both of them got into the habit of doing daily routines and exercising on a consistent basis, which led to an improvement in their physical condition. Lucy was not able to find only a place that she could call home for the rest of her life, but she also played a significant part in improving Clark's life. Clark's assistance with Lucy. After confronting the formidable obstacle of paralysis, Clark began the arduous process of making a full recovery with Lucy's unfailing support by his side. Because of her unwavering support, Clark started to take baby steps, but she was determined to get where she wanted to go, both literally and figuratively. He was able to regain control over his motor abilities and gradually learn how to walk again because of Lucy's patient teaching and kind direction. Clark's development throughout the course of time has been nothing short of astonishing. His self-assurance increased, and his ability to bounce back from setbacks got better with each passing day. In spite of the difficulty of his road to recovery, Lucy's unwavering commitment was a constant source of support for him. Clark's dogged determination paid off throughout the course of his life, and he eventually outgrew many of the physical constraints he had previously faced. Not only did he regain the ability to walk, but he also flourished in life and accomplished things that he had previously considered impossible. Clark was able to find not only a walking companion, but also a true friend through Lucy's altruistic aid, and this relationship assisted Clark in overcoming the problems he faced and enjoying life to the fullest. The couple's love for Lucy. The relationship between Tim and Robin's children has flourished over the years, and the couple now has 3 happy and healthy children who fill their lives with love, joy, and laughter. Their experience of becoming parents has been a satisfying and joyful one that has been enriched by the distinctive personalities of each of their children. Nevertheless, there is one member of the family that sticks out in a genuinely unique way, and that is their amazing dog, Lucy. Lucy brought an overwhelming amount of love and devotion into their lives the instant she walked through the door. She is not merely a pet, rather she is an indispensable member of the family who has forged an unbreakable link with every member of the household. The children's upbringing has been profoundly influenced by the presence of Lucy, as a result of which they have learned priceless lessons about compassion, responsibility, and camaraderie. She is their ever-present companion for play, their devoted defender, and a reliable source of solace whenever things become rough. The love and unity that are shared by the family with their furry buddy Lucy is continuing to grow stronger, which is helping to make the household a genuinely remarkable and peaceful place to call home as they continue to grow together. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more.